Shalom. We give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Ardash. Double honor to our apostles and elders and bishops of the great millstone that taught us the truth. And peace and salutations to you, hopeful elects out there pushing this truth. And shalom to you affiliates out there that's pushing this truth in the highways and the byways of the streets and the marketplaces and on the internet. And shalom, double honors to you affiliates that are handicapped that's out there and you still pushing this truth to the best of your ability in the highways and the marketplaces, on the streets and the internet. And if you can only do it on the internet because of your handicap, then do it. And don't let nobody tell you that you ain't part of the truth because you ain't out on the street. If you on the internet, if you on the marketplace and on the internet, then guess what? You pushing the truth. Every drop of truth that goes into the rushing rivers of everlasting waters of truth is important and does account unto the Almighty Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. So you keep pushing your truth, you keep pushing the truth, and you keep doing your part, okay? Because you do matter. You see, shalom and double and shalom to you Aquiums, you women. Shalom to y'all. For watching the videos, you're seeking a righteous male covering. You establishing your relationship with Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, and you searching for a righteous male covering that you may obey and go into the kingdom with under his righteous spiritual vibration. Shalom. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Okay, we're making a video today. This video today is on Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. You see, because a lot of times, or the majority of times, well, people do sin against their own self, against their own soul. We all have done it. We all are guilty of it, you see. But it's all about knowing when to come out of it and to evaluate ourselves, okay, and get better and maintain our righteous walk on this tightrope, straight gate, okay, walk, path of righteousness, with this fire on one side, water on the other. We maintain being proper in the order of the Lord. Okay? Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go straight off into it. This Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. And it reads, "But he that sinneth against me," you see, when you sin against the Lord, you sinning against the Lord by any transgression that you do is against the Almighty Father and Son. That's any transgression you do, okay, flat out. And you are going against. You're sinning. We sinneth against the Lord. Okay, that's the reason why He tells us to go and sin less or sin no more. Okay, it's difficult to sin no more. We live in a world of sin. Esau is Edom's kingdom, is sin, and wrapped within itself like a burrito, for real. Everything about this Edomite kingdom is a sin. It's some sort of transgression, left-hand vibration of some kind, okay, for the wicked, okay, okay. So, wrongeth his own soul, right? You wrong your own soul when you go up against the Lord, when you transgress, and we transgress all day, every day. That's why it's good that the days are shortened for the elect's sake. You see, all they that hate me love death. Now this is Yahweh Shai speaking and making it clear. all those who hate me love death. You see, we can say that straightforward like it is, because if they hate us, they hate the Lord, because we are the representation of the Lord. So if they hate us, they hate the Lord. And if they hate him, they love death. You see? flat out. So all those who are against you, they're against the Lord. Whether they want to accept it or not or believe it or not, that's what it is. Okay? Flat out, that's what it is. We're going to read some precepts into that. We weren't going to make this video long. This Proverbs chapter 1, verse 31. Before, and it reads, before shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. You see, that's the reason why things happen to us according to, the things that we do. Just think about the things that we do, the things that you do is as to the reason why, okay, that we suffer and go through what we're going through because we eat of the fruit of our own doings. And there's consequences for that. So it's like, are our doings good or bad? Okay? And be filled with their own devices, you see? A bunch of devices people put together one way or another to center us in our sin and transgression. You see, which makes us out of order, flat out. You're out of order. You're going off. You're going off. Even though I'm low vision blind, I got to get down to the camp because I don't feel whole unless I'm, watching a video with all the brothers. That's when I feel like I'm apart. But, me just making videos, and I do so because I'm low vision blind. You see, that's the reason why I ain't quite been down there, but still I might have to get down there anyway. Okay, because why? It's just yearning down in my soul to not be going down into the camp. You see? And brothers, before you get to talking mess, stop and think. Stop and think before your words come out your mouth. Because you don't want to call yourself cursing a blind man and you get cursed. Okay? And Proverbs chapter 27 makes it clear that cursed be he who causes the blind to go astray and to wander away. You don't want to cause a blind man to go astray and to wander away. That's what the Lord will do to you. This Proverbs chapter 20, verse 2. The fear of a king is as the roaring of a lion. Yeah, because the king is the top person who has the right, ability, and the authority to cast you down into the dungeons or have you beheaded or tortured. Okay? Whoso provideth, who provoked him to anger sinneth against his own soul. Because, why? Because that king is going to punish you. Okay? And Yahweh is the King of Kings. Okay? Flat out. John chapter 3, verse 19. And it reads, condemnation of that light is come into the world, that being the Lord, and men loveth the darkness, that's being the wicked. They love remember, and darkness fell upon the face of the earth. That's dumbness. The darkness is the dumbness. The darkness, the people in the darkness, because they don't have the light of the word. The light, the truth of this word, they don't have that. So they are in darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. You see, their deeds were evil. Flat out. This is John chapter 3, verse 20. And it reads, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, because people like to do that, just like in the nighttime. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. Whoop, 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 down, 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 down. You see? Okay? Because the freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. You know? You can sit there on your front porch and watch how from daylight to dusk dark to night, how the traffic of people coming down the street changes. You can hear the conversation in the cars going by, how they go from light to more cynical as you get toward evening, toward darkness. Okay? The dumbness of the idiots, they come out. Okay? And they are completely dumb. You see, the wicked are completely dumb. Neither cometh to the light, No, they don't want to come to the light. They don't want to see the light because at least his deeds should be reproved. That means revealed. That means showed, discovered, known. Everybody will see. You see that you're naked. You ain't got this word upon you. You see, this word is what cloaks us. You see, because we done already been to the sellers and bought. You know what I'm saying? And so we got this truth. You understand? That's why we push this truth. You understand? Act chapter 13, verse 46. And it reads, Then Paul and Barnabas waxed bold and said it was necessary that the word of Yahweh should first have been spoken to you. Right. You see, because Yahweh made it clear, no stone will go unturned without hearing this truth, without learning some aspects of what's going on concerning the Lord. So that way, no one can sit up and say, "Well, Lord, I didn't know, man. Hey, man, I ain't even know." Yes, you did. You because Yahweh said, "I sent one of my sons to minister unto you. I sent one of my saints to minister unto you. I sent one of my prophets and to minister to you. I sent one of my battle axes to minister to you this word, this truth. So that way you know. So you have a chance. Remember, Yahweh said, if he would not have come and if he would not have spoken, they would not have sinned. But now that he has come and now that he has spoken, they no longer have any cloak for their sins. That's it. You see? Everybody know what's up. But seeing ye put it from you, you see, a lot of people put this truth away from them. They don't want to hear it. They want to be in today's world and do what today's things the people are doing. That's what they want. And judge yourselves upworthy of everlasting life. And people do. They straight judge. When you go to these churches, these pastors, and all these and different things, you see TV evangelists and all this, and they don't automatically proclaim themselves everlasting life in this word, but they're not even teaching the truth. And they're sitting up, they'll put together some precepts to try to sell the truth, to try to sell prosperity scriptures. You know, Nate and them, they selling prayers. Hold on. So what? If their the people's check bounce, the prayer gonna bounce? You know, think about it. You can't sell the truth. You buy it, you learn it, you receive it, and you spew it out from your mouth, this truth. Because coming from your belly, that's only if what? Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. If you've been chosen from the very beginning, in the very first place. You see? That part. Flat out. And judge yourselves upright, unworthy of everlasting life. Lo, we turn to the Gentiles. See? Because the Gentiles, according to which one you're talking about, the Gentiles are the ones that's what? Are the ones that declare us unworthy. While they uplift or rise themselves up. As Esau, as Edom has been doing all this time. Pin down the prophets as he rises himself up with his fake cardinals and fake pope and, you know, fake bishops. And these, Yahweh says, what is thee to do with my word in thy mouth? You see? Flat out. You know, the word ain't even supposed to be in their mouth. They wicked. These Edomites and heathens are all wicked. You see? This Hebrews chapter 2, verse 3. We're going to close it out. How, and it reads, how shall we escape? Well, we escape by this truth, this word, pushing this truth, maintaining it, studying the course, keeping the faith, wearing the whole body armor of the Lord, and holding on to the plow, not letting go, not turning around, not going back to the world, staying focused in the word, and keeping the truth, and pushing the truth, and not letting it go. Because it is our reed stick, our rule stick, and our refuge, and our power is this word, this truth. This is all we got. And this is what we stand on. The fight against the enemy. Because Yahweh has made our heads harder than the enemy. harder than adamant stone. You understand? So we come with this truth, defiant, and we stand strong. We do not waver. We do not get weak. We continue and stand strong and stronger and stronger and stronger, everlasting, forever and ever and ever. Okay? And so that be that flat out. If we neglect so great salvation, and we do not, but those that do, which at the first begin to be spoken by the Lord, okay, and was confirmed, okay, unto us by them that heard him, that being the prophets, confirmed the word to us, and ministered this word to us, this truth to us, so that way we'd have it, and we'd have some strength, we'd have some power, and we'd awaken the hopeful elect, and feed thy sheep. You understand? And feed thy sheep. We're going to read this last one and close it out. And it reads, this Hebrews chapter 10, verse 29. Of how much sore punishment suppose ye? You see, how much? How much punishment? Shall he be thought worthy? You see, we do our due diligence to show that the calling of our election is assured. We 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. We do what study to show that we are approved by who? Yahweh. We are the workmen. We need not be ashamed. We are rightly dividing the word of truth, flat out, by precepts. Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 15 through 29. Right? Shall he be thought worthy who hath trodden under foot the Son of Yahweh, and hath counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing. You see? You see? That's why we got to maintain this truth and maintain our focus. So we will be counted as a worthy thing, as a holy thing. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, 1 through 6. The Lord chose us because we are a special people unto him. Not because we're more or fewer in number, because he loves us. We are special unto him. We are a holy people, separate from the rest of the world. And hath done despite unto the spirit of grace. You see? Flat out. Flat out. So listen, we can go ahead and close it out right there. Lord's will, you was edified, motivated, inspired by today's lesson. That you would put together some precepts, that you would make an edifying video to feed the sheep. Because remember, as good shepherds of the Lord, as always, our job is to feed the sheep. So brothers and sisters, hold on, stay strong, we ain't got long. Occupy yourself in the word until Yahweh Shai has returned. Maintain being mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally circumspect. Analyzing all things around you and all people and places. Remember, spirits move from people to people, to place to place. So be aware of who you with and where you at. Okay? At all times. Keep your mind occupied on the word. And always wear your full armor when you go out. Be ready for them wicked fools. For you have the power and the authority of the word. Flat out. Flat out. So we can go ahead and close it out. I'd like to give all praise and all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the hopeful elects.